Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in. Hey, waiting on everybody to get in here. I don't have the links to the description box below right now, but it'll be up after this stream if I keep it up. So just wait till after the stream. Or if you're watching this, nobody in here right now, but if you're watching this on the playback, then the link is there. So check out the links in the description box below for the Patreon page and the Facebook page. Man. Ooh, been one hell of a week. It is one hell of a week. Hold on, let me clean my lens. All right. It has been one hell of a week. It actually is not even that crazy because, it could be crazy. Like if I was in Mexico, it'd have been crazier. Medellin, it'd have been crazier. Brazil, it'd have been crazier. But I'm in Panama. It's quite mild over here. You know, it's mild. All right. So yeah. Damn, brother over here with a damn nice little thick chick right there. I don't want to talk about what happened in the last 2 days. I don't want to talk about what happened in the last 2 days. Like, I wish I had my equipment, but I didn't pack it with me. I didn't even pack my laptop or anything. I was just like, I'm not gonna get distracted by none of that. Like, if anything, I'll bring my iPad. I did, and I haven't even used it yet. So, but it's been quite mild. Um, just going on my nightly walks, exercise. Uh, man. I still got like 3 more days up here. I still got 3 more days. So we like halfway, ain't we? Oh, kind of. Yeah, we like halfway. But man. I remember I came here Tuesday. I started going live, and see what I want to do is I want to go live during the day, but this phone gets too hot. So I got a bunch of little small videos I should upload and put them together. Um, you want to know something? Like if you don't find nothing down here, right? You don't have family down here, or Panama ain't really like a place where you just go to every couple of months if you don't have nothing lined up down here. You see what I'm saying? That's why there's not a lot of foreigners. They don't really have like a large tourist scene down here. You know, see Thailand, it keeps people coming back. You get tired of Thailand after 2 weeks, but then 6 months later, you're like, nah, I need to get back to Thailand because it has everything you want in need down there. Panama is like you can find what it is that you're looking for down here, but it's like you can and you can't. I don't want to go too deep and explain right here because like it'll be a little bit too graphic. So I got to talk about that on the Patreon page. Panama, you can still get some action down here, but certain things is going to rub you the wrong way. And I'm going to talk about that on Patreon. Really, I want to talk about what happened in the last 2 days. A lot of women, man, they really choosing heavy on brothers. All right, I'm 6 minutes in. That ain't that bad. A lot of women are really choosing heavy on brothers out here. Guys, especially like myself, you have a little bit of everybody out here. You have the baby mamas. You got women you got the Panamanian baby mamas. You got the women that aren't baby mamas, right? You got Colombians, Venezuelans, Brazilians out here. There's an entire mixture. So other groups of women are out here. I've explained this before, right? Some of these women, their experiences, like the effort that you put in is far much greater than what they're used to out here, right? So what you provide for a woman out here, it might be like, okay, man, here's a little something, it's not that much, but it's a lot to her, to some of these women, all right? For example, I want to talk about girl number 1, girl number 2, girl number 3. In this live stream, we're just going to refer to girl number 1, girl number 2, girl number 3. I want you guys to keep up. See, there's a lot of raccoons out here in Panama. She taking pictures of the raccoons and, But so let me explain it to you like this. Girl number 1 is she's on Facebook, she's on my Instagram stories, she's on Patreon. So if you want to see what she look like after this stream, you can click on the links. I don't have the links up right now. Girl number 1 is dark skinned from Colombia, natural green eyes. And I would give her a 9. Most of y'all would probably give her a dime, but I would give her a 9. The only reason why I'm giving her a 9 is because of 2 things. Number 1, she doesn't have a bunch of tattoos. All right. It's just that she has a tattoo on her forearm and like small tattoos on her hand and her wrist. The tattoo on her forearm, it's like a tattoo commemorating her brother. I believe he passed. All right. There's other ways to commemorate your brother. All right. There's other ways to commemorate your brother. And I'm not against anybody getting a tattoo. It's just, it is what it is. She's fairly dark and she has smooth cocoa butter skin, but it's like, I think, just the ink alone just kind of messed it up, right? And then, my other rating, there's another rating that I have. I don't want to be insensitive and say this on here, but there's another rating that drops a half a point. It's not bad. It's just, it drops a half a point. Other than that, like without the tattoo, she'd be a 9.5 automatically. Girl number two, 21 years old. Well, girl number one, 25, right? Living out here, working at a jewelry store, but, from Colombia, also selling it on the side. I was also selling it on the side, like being selective, right? So it's like, you don't offer it up to everybody because you don't like everybody, but you're not really into most guys out here. So if there is a guy, it's like, okay, I'll deal with you, but most of y'all ain't really my type out here. But I'll charge you to hit it, right? Does not come from a two-parent household. So here's the thing. And she's 25 years old. Girl number two, 21 years old, come from a two-parent household, has a caramel skin complexion, natural hair. I would give her about an 8. The thing is I don't think she knows she's an 8. Doesn't have any tattoos. The other reasons why I would take points off, I'm not gonna say, but I will say that I'm not gonna say she has bad skin, but on her face, she gets acne, so she puts like foundation over her face. She doesn't wear makeup. Well, she doesn't wear lipstick, but she puts foundation on her face. All right. So that's girl number two. 21 years old, no job, really no money, right? Uh, has not had that many experiences in life just yet, and little things impresses her, which is really, really good, right? But I definitely give her an 8. And guys on Facebook and Patreon, they've already seen what she looks like. Girl number three, all right. Girl number three, well, girl number two, she's 21 and Panamanian. Girl number three, another Colombian, right? This one is light skinned. This one, I might have to give her like an 8.5, maybe a 9, right? She has a light skin, top heavy, snatched waist, really cute face. The only reason why she's not above a 9, right? No tattoos. It's just she, you know, she's not as fit as girl number one. Girl number one is really fit, right? Girl number three, she's not chubby. She's not, you know what I'm saying? She like, it's not tight and fit as like girl number one, right? Even girl number two is real slim, but girl number two is already in shape because of her restrictive diet. You know what I'm saying? Like her caloric deficit, just doesn't really eat much, but she's not as fit and tight as girl number one. Does that make sense? And girl number one got a gang of ass. All right. Girl number three, I would give her about an 8.5, a 9, right? And she light skinned and she's 25 years old. She's an author, she has her own business and everything, real smart, works hard. All right. So girl number one, damn, it's getting kind of loud over here. What are they listening to? All right. So girl number one, I met her first. I think I explained the other night, she was going to her friend's birthday party. She showed up and that chick was bad, right? Like I said, them tattoos would have made her about a 9, about a 9.5. The other thing that I don't want to mention, it would have made her a dime. All right. Feet, fingernails on point, no blemishes, no acne, no nothing, no makeup, just fresh face, natural green eyes. She was a dime, ass like dime, right? It was just two things kind of holding her back, but I still give her a 9, right? Met up with her. Uh, she she didn't speak any English, right? But her body language sometimes when we were using the phone, talking and translating, uh, there was like a tad bit of sass there. You know, it was a little sassy, but I know how to tone that down. You know what I'm saying? I know the right things to say to kind of tone that down, but she was kind of sassy. Seemed like she was a little bit frustrated at like she didn't know if I was real or not. You know what I'm saying? She didn't know if I was really what I was uh who I said I was or not, right? Wasn't really judging on her past anything, but we just met up to talk. And it's a little bit of sass, but she kind of warmed up to me as the meetup went along. And then later on, hug, kiss. She went on to her friend's birthday party. She invited me, but I didn't want to go because I'm not, I just met you. I don't know your friend. And then, women, it's kind of like when you invite them someplace to a public event, and I heard Tariq talk about this. He said, don't ever go someplace in public with a woman you just met, right? Where there's other people going to be there, because really they're trying to put the word out there that they got themselves a new dude. And then, some women, they'll take advantage of you, right? So if I were to go to that birthday party, it's like I'm looked at as an open tab to just drink up a bunch of shit and order a bunch of shit. No, that's your friend's birthday party. That ain't my friend's birthday party, right? So the next day, I met up with girl number 2, right? University student, um, 21 years old, in shape, really, really cute, right? Uh, Caramel complexion. She said, I'm sorry, but I really, really want to meet you, but it's just that I don't have like a bus ticket to go to the city from my house. I only got one bus ticket to go to the city from my house, and I only got enough for like school this week, and then I got to be back Saturday, right, to go to a school event. But I could show up in the mornings before I go to my school event, right? So, I saw that's what she was like. That's why I said, I want to meet up on Saturday. I said, hold on, how much is like a ticket for you? Like, how much do you need or whatever to, come down to the city and to go back home? Because it take her like 2 hours to get back home by bus. She said like $10. I said, man, if you don't get your ass down here, man, don't worry about the money. I told her today is an open tab. I said, today all expenses are on me. Don't worry about it. All right. I said, don't worry about it. Just use whatever money you have to come down here. I'll give you some money to go back home. Hell, I'll set you straight for the week. Just bring your ass down here. She was like, okay, I'm gonna get ready. So she got ready, and she said that the bus is gonna drop me off at the main bus station in the city, which is at Albrook, like Albrook Mall, right? That's like the main bus station hub. And then she was gonna take a transfer. I'm like, you don't need to do that, right? I'll just send an Uber. And she was like, okay. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go up there to Albrook Mall. I've never been to Albrook Mall. I'm gonna go up there to Albrook. I'm gonna meet her in person, and we gonna slide off together. All right. So I went to Albrook. I went to Albrook Mall. Uh, very large mall. Pause. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm here now." And I'm like, "All right, so where you at?" She was like, I'm at this gate over here. I'm at this section over here." So I walked over in that section and I saw it. Then I turned to my right and I saw her. I said, "Oh my fucking God." She was the baddest chick at that train. And there was a lot of people at that station, a lot of people in the mall. She was the baddest chick I had seen that day thus far. Right. And we saying hi, whatever, give a hug. And she was a little quiet in the beginning. I said, "You okay? Are you nervous?" She was like, No, I'm not nervous." I was like, "You sure? You seem kind of nervous." She's like, No, I'm good. Not really talking that much. So we're waiting on the Uber to go to Multi Plaza Mall, right? Uh, man, my bad. Sometimes when I'm walking and I'm talking, I'm not paying attention to where I hold the camera. I don't want you guys just to be looking at the ground the whole time. My bad. But so we take the bus to go to. No. We take the Uber. Our Uber arrived. We take the Uber to go to Multi Plaza Mall. But while I'm in the car, like I'm talking to her, and now she's starting to warm up to me in the mall. You see what I'm saying? Now she's starting to warm up. She's talking, you know, and after we got in the Uber, it was never a dull, quiet, awkwardly silent moment. Like the conversation was just flowing from then on. I'm like, oh damn, there she go, right? So we go over to Multi Plaza Mall, and she was like, "Yeah, this is my second time ever being in this mall in life." I was like, "For real?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." As we were walking, right, I'm trying to tell her about like, hey, I'm doing too much. See, I'm the one that was doing too much. It's kind of loud over there. Let me just stay over here in this area. I'm the one that's doing too much. All right. I'm the one that said, "Hey, let's go to a steakhouse." You know, look what I ate the other night. I'm showing her pictures of like the food I ate the other night. I mean that $130 meal. Oh, that's okay. So as we're walking, she saw Olive Garden. This chick saw Olive Garden. Let me say that again because I don't think y'all hear me. We're at 23 minutes in. As we were walking, this young lady, 21 years old, black Panamanian woman in Panama, right? She saw Olive Garden and said, "Oh my God." Excuse me. She said, "Oh my." Damn. Hold on, one more time. This black Panamanian woman, caramel complexion, 21 years old, university student. As we were walking, I think it's a better view on this bridge. Let's go up on the bridge. It's kind of loud, but oh well. As we were walking, she saw Olive Garden and her eyes just lit up. She said, "Oh my God, I've never had Olive Garden before. Oh man, I would love to go there one day. I've always wanted to go there one day." Ooh, it's fancy. Mind you, this is like an 8/9 that I'm walking with, right? Very, very pretty. It's like an 8, 8.5, 9 that I'm walking with, talking about, I would love to go to Olive Garden. I've never been there ever. I said, huh? I, I said, this can't be happening. Like I've never heard this before. She said, man, one day I would love to go to Olive Garden. And I said, I'm like, hey, you sure? She was like, yeah. I was like, I didn't want to ruin it for her. I didn't say that. I didn't want to tell her what Olive Garden means to women in America. All right. Especially on a first date. Hell, y'all could be married and most women don't want to go to Olive Garden in America. As a matter of fact, I think they damn near going out of business in America. Right? Olive Garden was like, oh my God, I would love to just go there to Olive Garden. I was like, so I'm showing her other Italian restaurants in the city. Like, hey, here's an Italian restaurant. Look at the food here. It looks like it was high end, a higher rating. The food looked good. She looked at the picture. She was like, yeah. I mean, it's okay. I'm like, damn, like this. I said, I can't believe it. This woman wants to go to Olive Garden. So then we go to this other restaurant, right? We go to this other restaurant, it's fancier, inside of the mall. We sit down, look at the menu, and she's not like, I got a picture of it. She's looking through the menu. She's just like, oh, okay. Everything looks nice, I said, you want to go to Olive Garden, don't you? She was like, yeah. I really want to go to. I'm like, all right, let's go to Olive Garden then. She was like, she got excited. She was like, yes, yay, we going to Olive Garden. I was like, I've never heard this before, ever. So we go to Olive Garden. This woman is just drooling over the menu, right? So this is her first time at Olive Garden. So this is her first time at Olive Garden. So we she chooses her meal, I choose my meal, and we're waiting on the food, right? So I said, hey, has a man ever taken you out on a date before? She was like, yeah, I've been on dates before. I said, that's another thing about Panama. They hand stays on the horn out here. They hand just stays on the horn out here. But anyways, while we're waiting for the food, I said, has a man ever taken you out on a date before? She's like, yeah, I've been on dates before. I said, okay, where did these men take you out on, like when they took you out on a date? This is a 21-year-old I'm talking to. She said, oh, like McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell. I was like, oh my fucking God. All right. I'm like, no way. Right. I've had women tell me in America that if you would have ever take me on a date to Burger King for the first date, like if a man would have ever, like if you would have taken me on a first date to Burger King, I would have taken that burger, went home, ate it, and I would have never talked to you again. I've had women tell me this. So I said, hey, After these guys took you out to like McDonald's and Burger King, did you continue to keep seeing him? She was like, yeah, yeah. Why? I, I was just like, I said, nothing, nothing at all. Nothing. I'm just asking, right? I'm blown away by what I'm hearing. See what I'm saying? I think that car shut down. Something going on. Anyways, so I'm just kind of blown away by what I'm hearing, right? By what she's telling me. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. And now she's at Olive Garden. She was like, in her mind, this is like damn near a 5-star restaurateur. While we sat down and we're waiting on our food, she's taking pictures of the restaurant, taking pictures of the wall, right? Taking pictures of the name, the sign of Olive Gardens. You would never see this in America, ever. You'll never see Olive Garden posted up on a pretty woman's page, a pretty young woman's page on Instagram in America, right? If a man were to take a woman to Olive Garden, especially on a first date in America, even if you, like, you could surprise and just pull her up. She's like, hey, look, I'll just take an Uber and go back home. Like, what is you doing taking me here? What you doing taking me here? Do I look like an Olive Garden bitch to you? You know, like a woman would take herself home. No, I don't want to ride back home. No, I don't want to go to a different restaurant. I just book an Uber myself. That's what they would say in America, right? This woman was happy as hell taking pictures. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my. I gotta stay focused. Her backside was just, it distracted me for a second. So, anyways, the food comes out. She's taking pictures of the food. Happy as hell. She's like, oh my God, it looks so good. Hey, do you want to try it? Like, I'm just going along with it. I'm not telling her, like, hey, I've had all this bullshit before. It's nasty as fuck. I'm just going along with it, right? I'm like, yeah, I'll try it. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and try mine. She's like, oh my God, that tastes so good. The chicken that you ordered, oh, it was so good. So that is really good. I was like, okay, I don't know if it's real chicken, but okay. So, uh, um, what else? What else? So she eats the food. Of course, just like all women, they can't finish it. She didn't even finish a quarter of the meal. She wanted like a to-go plate. I was like, oh shit. All right. I didn't even eat all my food. I just said, hey, I just throw it away. She wanted a to-go plate, right? Now I've heard people say, hey man, I've been told this as a youngin', like, hey man, if you don't finish your food, you don't take no to-go plate. It looks a little bit too desperate. But hey, you know, we in Panama, so I'm going along with it. I'm not trying to, you know, push my culture onto her. I'm assimilating to the culture down here, right? So we walking around, we talking, the conversation just flowing, we're laughing. She understands me. I understand her because she speaks English, right? Uh, she was like, oh, you know, I never had like an iced coffee before. Because she was like, do you like Starbucks? I said, yeah. I mean, well, I said it's okay. But I don't. She goes, oh, you don't like Starbucks? I was like, yeah, I don't really drink coffee or nothing like that. She's like, you don't like iced coffee? I was like, nah. She goes, oh, I think it's really good. She's like, I've never had it, but I think it's really good. I'm like, you never had iced coffee? She was like, no, but I just think it's good. I think it probably is good. I've only had hot coffee. I said, come on, let's get you an iced coffee then. She's excited, right? Got her an iced coffee. She was like, oh my God, this tastes so good. I was just like, very, very, very appreciative. She was like, oh, thank you. Thank you. You know, she's just saying thank you the entire time. And I'm not really saying anything. I'm just like, hey, you know, hey, it's my pleasure. It's nothing, right? So, but while we were eating, she was talking, like we was just talking about like, uh, you know, just kind of talking about what our intentions are, right? She was like, my intentions are to get a feel for both of us, but you know, I want it to be serious and I want it to lead to like marriage and kids and you know, just asking all the questions in the beginning, like, you know, how many kids do you want and this, that, and third. Would you be okay with long distance for a little while and you know, before my schedule changes? And she was like, oh, I have no problem, yada yada yada. I'm like, all right. So she's going to school to be a nurse, you know, and while I'm talking to her, I'm like, man, I want to do something special for her because, and some of y'all gonna think like, hey, man, you a fucking trick, this, that, and the third. What, like that, you know, I'm not trying to put my finances out there, nothing like that, but giving away what I gave her, that didn't mean shit to me, right? You know, I like donating, I like supporting, especially a woman who is excited to go to Olive Garden, right? Who didn't beg and ask for money. Like, hey, I ain't got enough money to be seeing you taking trips down there to the city and going back. So, you know, if you want to see me, you're gonna have to pay this much. She didn't come at me like that. She was like, you know, I can afford to go there on Saturday and come back, right? Because I have to go to a school event also, but I want to see you in the morning, right? She didn't, she was humble. She was like, hey, you know, I'm not going to ask him for anything. I'm not going to beg anything like that. I'm not going to sound desperate, you know, but I'm trying my best to work with him, to see him and see if he could work with me on seeing me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I really like that about her. Real innocent and real cute. So I asked her, I'm like, hey, like, you ever had a boyfriend? You know, like, what happened with your ex? She's like, I never really been in a relationship before. I'm like, wow, what happened? She was like, well, most guys, it's just, you know, you talk to them, all they want is sex. They don't want any relationship. And it's like, you know, it's just, that's all they come. I'm like, damn, like but this is Panama also, right? She's an 8.5, right? But there's a whole bunch of 8s and 9s out here. You see what I'm saying? Then on top of that, there's a colorism thing, the colorism stigma that's out here, right? This is like a brown skinned woman that I'm speaking to. It didn't dawn on me until when I was with her. I'm like, oh, okay. That's why, like, girl number one, it's almost like a, yeah, you know, that sounds good what you're saying, but it's kind of too good to be true. But remember, girl number one is a very, very, very pretty dark skinned girl. You see what I'm saying? It dawned on me. It didn't dawn on me until I was with girl number two sitting down with her. And she told me that, hey, you know, guys don't really want a relationship. They just want to hit it and move on from me. I'm like, oh, I'm not in America. I'm not in a lot of people out here. They want to date up by being with somebody lighter, and most of the people that are lighter, like they just kind of want to hit it and move on. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of dark skin, a lot of pretty brown skin, dark skin women out here, they struggle. But anyways, uh, not all. Yeah, not all, but I've seen some relationships where guys are walking with brown skin and dark skin girls, but a lot of these women that I'm meeting, it's just I hear the same thing down here. So we're walking through the mall. I said, hold on, let me go to the ATM to get that money for you. I didn't give her the money right away, right? How much money did I take out? I took out $140. All right. $140. You know, some people they might say, you know what, I don't care if she never wants to see me again. I don't care about that. Right. It's just, man, here's somebody who only had $10 in their pocket. She's that pretty with only $10 in her pocket. She busts her ass every day, does her homework, tired, travels from the city to the country every single day to go to school. She graduates at the end of the year. I was just like, hey, man, I don't, I don't care if I don't get anything from her. It's just like, somebody like that, you're supposed to hold up in the air. No tattoos, right? Didn't curse, uh, didn't have a gang of bodies, right? Her real hair, um, very nice, very respectful towards me. I was just like, not a dull, awkward moment, appreciative of Olive Gardens. I said, hold on, nah, I got to bless her. She's a university student. Let me help her out, right? So we get in the Uber to go back to Albrook Mall, and that's where the bus station is. And we're talking. The vibe is just flowing. And, we're having a good time with each other. We're talking. Uh, everything is everything, right? Amazing person to talk to. We get out the car, then we go into the mall. I said, look here, I know you a student. I know you're gonna graduate your grades are up. Right? I know you don't have a job. I know your mother and father just can't provide. They're not able to just give you an allowance like every single week or whatever. Right? I know you're trying. Because prior to me coming here, I've been talking to her for like a week and a half already. I said, here, take this. She didn't even count it. She just knew like because it was all in 20s, right? It was all in 20s. I was like, nah, here, take this. She was like, no, 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 no. I was like, hey, no, 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 no. I don't want anything from you. I'm just looking out. I know you're a university student. I've been a university student before. I know it's tough, especially in Panama, right? I know it's tough, but here, take this, right? And don't tell your mom that I gave you this. All right, just take it, get you some food. You got enough money for the bus, get you what you need, get you some small little things, whatever you need for school or whatever. This is for you, right? Man, she shed a tear. She was like, oh, thank you. Okay. Fly flew in my face. Anyway, she said, thank you. Oh my God, you're such a blessing. Like, oh my God, like this is one of the best days I've ever had. Like she's like, you are just so good to me. It was just like, hey man, this is for you. So we walk in holding hands, kicking cans. I remember we walked past this backpack store. It was called Toto. Toto is a Panamanian backpack store. And so, oh, they playing music over here. I don't want it to trigger. Oh my, hold on. Oh my God, hold on. I don't know if that's the son, but hold on. This woman right here. I think that's the son. Oh my God. But anyways, that might be her little brother or something. Hold on, hold on. You know, I'll let them go. I don't, I don't, I don't want to act like I'm a. I got distracted for a second. Hold on. Damn, I'm all discombobulated. Damn, damn, damn. She was fine. You see what I'm saying? So, guys, you meeting up with these eights and nines and dimes, and they telling you like, "Hey, guys, they don't really want me for anything besides sex," and it's like you losing your mind because it's like, nah, this shit can't be true, but it kind of is because, hey, I'm just walking up the motherfucking street or the walkway, and you see eights, nines, and dimes on the live stream, right? They're everywhere out here in Houston. Man, let me tell you, like you could go through a whole day. You could go through a whole day of being out and about running errands. You ain't gonna see nothing that's gonna make you turn your head. You be like, oh man, this women out here are trash. Oh, hold on. This dude right here. Hold on. Damn, her hips. Damn, oh shit. Oh my God, her hips are wide. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh my God. Then she got them glasses on. She got a cute smile. Oh my God. Hold on. Let me sit down. Hold on. Hold on. Oh damn, that's a lot of ass. Shit. Anyways, we walked past this backpack store. It's called Toto. Toto, she said, you ever heard of Toto? I was like, no. She said, yeah, they make really good backpacks. Like, I have a backpack from Toto and it's very good. I got the backpack from 2019. You know, I still have that backpack to this day. I take it with me to school. That's the backpack I use for school. I was like, damn, this woman has a 6-year-old backpack. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of why I put the 140 in her hand. It's just like, you know, I didn't expect getting that kind of treatment. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, she telling me how handsome I am and this, that, and the third. It's not like a woman has never told me I was handsome. I know I look damn good. I ain't gonna lie, right? But the thing is, you know, to give me those compliments and then to be appreciative of just the small things in life. Because she hasn't had those experiences. I get it. If I'd have met her in Houston, she'd have had tattoos all over her neck, her chest, her hand, right? She'd have had a fucking attitude if I would have said, hey, there go Olive Garden. She was like, bitch, please drop me off. That's what she would have said if she was from Houston, right? But it's like, yes, because you know how the economy is over here and the average wages, man, you meet a lot of pretty humble, appreciative women down here. So, anyways, she told me, she was like, yeah, like my bag is from like 2019. I still wear it. I take that bag with me to school. I'm like, damn, this chick got a 6-year-old backpack. Her backpack is 6 years old. I was like, damn. right? So we walk in. She wanted to get some makeup, and so she's like, "I got to get like foundation and some nail polish." So I was like, "Go ahead and get it. Like you got you some money now." So she got us a little bit of makeup. Um, she actually wanted me to take the Uber ride with her to Albrook Mall to see her off getting on the bus, right? Because it's like, you know, we could have just went our separate ways from Multi Plaza Mall, but I was like, but she said, "Nah, I want you to come with me to Albrook." I was like, "All right." Went with her. She got the makeup and everything. We walking around. We're talking. We're getting to know each other, kicking shit. Then uh, she get a ticket. Hugs and kisses, right? And I'm seeing her again tomorrow. Right? I'm seeing her again tomorrow morning. Now, for girl number one, I called up girl number one to come through that night. Yeah, last night. I called her to come over last night, right? I had to put that pressure on her. And I ain't gonna go into details, but oh my God. Like, body was A1, A1 plus, A plus one, A1, right? So next morning, she got to catch a flight to Colombia. She getting ready. She got her luggage and everything, and I booked the Uber to take her up to the airport. Uh, Right on the airport, her mama lives in Colombia. Her dad lives in Brazil, so she going to Colombia, then Brazil after that. Boy, when she got ready this morning, I'm talking about like she had like a white, like one of them white halter tops. Her back open. The back side is open. Her back revealed, right? And she put on these blue tight spandex pants, and it was going up her ass. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. All right, I'm back. I'm back. My bad. Like, I don't know. I must have walked in an area where like my signal dropped or something. I don't know what happened. And I saw this dude, this brother, he was walking around with this woman. She was wearing a onesie, spandex blue onesie. I was like, oh my god. I was about to walk over there, but I saw I couldn't see you guys no more. Hold on. All right, my bad. My bad. But what was I? I was talking about old girl dropping her off at the airport. Girl number one dropped her off in the airport. She went to Columbia. And oh my God, she was all on me. Her smell was on my shirt. You know, her fragrance was on my shirt. You know, hugs and kisses. So I left. Uh, right, but I left. I went back. I needed to charge my phone, and when I was back at the hotel, I was texting girl number three. Girl number three lives in Panama, but she's like publishing a book. 25, light skin, top heavy, glasses, really really cute, mother and father. I start FaceTiming her, and so we talking, and you know she can understand me. I can understand her. English was good. Um, Basically saying all the things that you know men want to hear from women when you travel. Marriage minded, this, that, and the third. And this chick was fine as hell. Got pictures of her. She talking about men don't want to be with her. And I was like, damn, what the hell? She's like, yeah, you know, you talk to men, all they want to do is like, that's all they want to do is just fuck, and that's about it. They don't want anything serious. So I'm like, have you ever had like a boyfriend in Latin America? She was like, yeah, a long time ago. And I was like, well, what happened with him? She was like, you know, he dude used to beat me and stuff like that. I don't want to be with him. I was like, oh damn. Right. I was like, damn. So then I was like, well, do you like the guys in Panama? She was like, no, I don't like them. She was like, why? She was like, just very machismo and abusive. I was like, okay, okay. I mean, I'm hearing her. I'm not judging. We listen and we don't judge, but sometimes, man, there's a sense of like, hey, damn, that's fucked up. But at the same time, it's like, it, you obviously making somebody mad enough to where they put hands on you. If somebody makes you that mad enough, they should leave, right? They should just leave. But I'm talking about, why were they mad at you in the first place? And we having a conversation, and she had like an exchange student visa in Florida. She was dating some guy, and they were together for a while. But then she wanted to come back to Colombia and like, do, work on her dreams, publish her books. She was like, we could do the long distance thing or whatever. So he's not believing her. He was like, nah, you should stay here and we need to get married and start a family, this, that, and the third. She was like, nah, I want to, you know, follow my dreams or whatever. The Florida guy he's not the guy that did anything to her or whatever, right? But I was like, oh, okay. All right, so you had a man, and there's nothing wrong with that. You can do whatever you want to do. I've said this before. I'm a firm believer of anybody doing what they want to do. But if you end up single behind it, then you have nobody to complain but yourself, right? So I heard that, right? I peeped that, and I took that into consideration. I'm like, okay, damn, this chick would throw away like a future with a guy to go pursue her dream, but it's nothing wrong with that. It's like it sounded like to me that she wasn't even trying to compromise with him or anything. It's just like, hey, this is what I'm doing. We can still talk or whatever, but this is what I'm doing, and I'm not going to be in this country. I'm going back to my home country to publish this book. And I did not ask her how long they were together and how they meet or whatever. Did they live with each other? I don't know the story behind that. I didn't ask too many questions behind that. But I did peep that, right? It's like, okay. So Columbia is right next door. It's like an hour flight to where she's at in Colombia. I'm not going to take the flight right now. I'm like, hey, look, when you get done doing what you're doing, holla at me and we can set up a time and date to meet. But like, we've been pretty much FaceTime and talking every day. But she bad than a motherfucker, I'll tell you that. And very family orientated, and I'm going by her words, but that's all I can go by for now, right? But that's the same chick I said when I flew in, she had just left. So they speak good English down there. Well, some of the Panamanians, yeah, but you might meet people who don't really speak English, and most of the time they're not from here. Most of the time they're not from here. So hold on real quick. I got to respond to this text. All right, I'm back. Right now, I'm gonna go back, charge my phone. I'm head over to I'm gonna head over to that bar that what's his name recommended. I'll check it out. And mind you, my time is only halfway. Now I've been talking to other girls, but some of these other girls, they not as bad as them three right there that I mentioned. Girl number 1, 2, and 3. They not as bad. And like, they got kids and they trying to charge a fee. I'm like, come on now, like you ain't gonna charge me nothing for that. And you got kids and you kind of making demands here and there. It's just like, no, I'm not doing that. So there's other girls, but they ain't even worth mentioning, right? They not really worth mentioning. So right now, I'm gonna cut off this stream and I will see you guys maybe Monday night when I get back to America. All right, y'all take care. Peace.